Thomas the Tank Engine enjoys taking specials. Today, he was bringing a special to Brendam Docks. His load was to go onto a cargo ship. The ship was scheduled to depart at sundown. Thomas had to get to the docks before then, but the load was very heavy. So Thomas puffed as hard as he could. He pulled so hard, he broke his coupling rods. He wasn't going anywhere.
Oh dear! What the hell? Now, I'll be late.
His driver saw an old shed near the track.
If there's a telephone in there, I could call for help.
He said,
Hurry up, you morons! And be careful, it looks freaking spooky.
Then a voice boomed from inside the shed.
Do you mind, you motherfuckers? I'm trying to sleep.
Thomas hoped it wasn't a ghost. Then his driver appeared.
Is it a ghost day? Are there, Casper?
It's a surprise.
His driver teased. Then the fireman took some of Thomas's coal and headed off to the shed.
She can get us to the fitter's yard.
His driver said.
If her boiler holds,
Added the fireman anxiously.
What kind of surprise is that?
Thomas wondered.
Thomas, allow me to introduce Frau Elizabeth.
At last the doors opened and out chuffed a dirty, grimy steam lorry.
So you're the little puffer that's broken down?
She sniffed. Thomas was cross,
And you're just an old freaking steam lorry.
he retorted.
That would be vintage steam lorry, you know. And I haven't much time for your coupling rods.
The driver was concerned. Elizabeth was making awful grinding sounds.
I guess he is not built for hills. If you using too much, you're losing steam.
He called.
Don't worry, just catching my breath.
Elizabeth chucked. And finally she made it. When Elizabeth returned with Thomas's coupling rods, she was pleased with herself.
And next time, don't be so careless, remember that.
She scolded. Thomas thought Elizabeth was the rudest lorry he had ever met, but he was very happy to get his new coupling rods. Thomas made it to the docks just in time. What took you so long? Said the Fat Controller. Thomas told him about his broken coupling rods. He wanted to tell him how rude Elizabeth had been when she rolled up.
Oh, it's you. Long time no see, G-Mon. Have you learned to drive properly yet?
Wow, she's for it now, right, fellas?
Said Thomas to his driver. Elizabeth, said the Fat Controller fondly. My first lorry. I thought you had been lost. They were old friends. It was too much for Thomas. Then Elizabeth told the Fat Controller how she'd been left in the shed for years. The Fat Controller was so pleased Elizabeth had been found, he asked Jem Cole to restore her to her original beauty. And soon Elizabeth had a rich dark colour and gleaming coachworks. You're the grandest lorry in the whole railroad, the Fat Controller said proudly.
I know, thanks, my dear.
Said Elizabeth even more proudly. And Thomas had to agree. She did look grand.